2019 has also been a big year for me. And so many things have happened that I never expected I would be talking about. For one thing, I moved my entire life away from my best friend, Laura Gale, in Mediterranean Europe to South Florida to support my copywriting boyfriend in an exciting career move. But that was a huge lifestyle change, moving from Europe to Florida. And I had no intention of moving back to the States anytime soon. And then also I created and co-coached a program with Kevin Rogers for new freelancers. So that was totally unexpected. And then I launched the Business of Writing podcast with Laura Gale.
Yes! Yeah. And we now have Tight Nights Tuesdays.
And we are made up of tight nights. It is amazing. So thank you, ladies. Yeah. And that is just something that's become bigger and just more than I think either of us could ever have imagined, and it's just getting started. And the crazy thing is, all that stuff is just scratching the surface. So all of these things created a massive shift in my business, but something else that they have in common is they all required me to seriously step up. And what I mean by that is I had to raise my head high and put on my game face and lead, whether I was ready to or not. Because like I said, this was all unexpected. And in a lot of these situations, I had to step up into a mentorship role. So people were looking to me to lead them and guide them and tell them what to do, ready or not. Mm-hmm. And that's just something that I did not expect this year. And it's something that I take really seriously because I think there is a serious need for great leaders in this industry. So we have a lot of amazing leaders in this room. I mean, Marcella is unquestionably an amazing leader and mentor, so thank you so much. Yes. And Kevin Rogers is an incredible leader, and he's one that does business with so much integrity and that just completely saturates the entire community. And these are leaders that actually care about your success and do business with integrity, meaning they do what they say they're going to do and can back up their big talk. And Abby Woodcock is an amazing leader, and Laura Belgrade, I just want to be you, so. So there are so many leaders in this room, but unless you want to build a big, massive empire or a big scalable machine, if you want to be a freelancer and work one-on-one with clients and grow that way, then honestly, outside of this room, there aren't too many leaders that I would trust with my business or trust to follow. And so that's the crazy thing is, it's us. We're the leaders. And so we need to step up and lead each other. And that's why I love this idea that Marcella has about co-mentorship, because we really do need to step up and lead each other. So I mentioned that earlier this year I coached a program with Kevin Rogers for new freelancers. And we had about 45 people in that program. And even though most of them were new to copywriting, they all brought an incredible amount of experience and different backgrounds. They brought an incredible amount of value to the table. And one guy was even, I think he was even mentored directly by Jay Abraham, and he thought he had nothing of value to share.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was such a unique experience and a unique value that he brought. And every single one of those people, I could have picked a topic and had them mentor me and coach me through that topic. It was just such a good collection of experiences. And I say that because you guys all have a unique value as well.
Yes.
There are things that you have to teach that are easy and natural for you, but that are difficult and scary for other people. So there are things that you can help people break through tough challenges right now with what you've already learned just in life and what you already know right now. But you've got to step up. And so I think that is something that's really important to talk about how to step into that role. Because you have to step up not only for the people that you can help, but for yourself as well. You've got to step up and be your own mentor, your own leader, and most importantly, just recognize the unique value that you bring to the table. If not for yourself, then for the people following in your footsteps, because they are following, whether you see it or not, right?
I love it.
So if you look in your books, I've got a couple ways that we can do that.
So guys, it's the second to last, because I switched to the 5 tips for stepping up.
Yeah, and no big deal, I can read them. All right, so number one, like we talked about, recognize that there is massive value in your unique experience, right? So think about your previous jobs, your previous work experience, your education, your hobbies, your interests. Maybe it's something like making kombucha, right? Melanie, we've talked about that. Or raising kids, or raising troubled kids, or MacGyvering solutions out of absolutely nothing. I mean, that's a very unique skill.
Yes.
But just pick something that you could hold a 30 to 60 minute conversation about, and just recognize how unique that is, and how unique the perspective that you bring to that, how unique that is in itself, right? Number 2, don't assume that that what you know isn't valuable. Because we have this tendency to think that what we know is what everyone else knows, or how we think is how everyone else thinks, or usually what we do is what everyone else does, right? So recognize that, like we said, what's easy and natural for you is probably really scary for other people. This is something that was just reinforced for me over and over again as we were going through the Escape Velocity program. Things like just reaching out to a client or telling them your price. That's something that I've just done over and over and over again for almost a decade now, but I forgot how terrifying that is when you first start freelancing. It is. It's debilitating. So I think it's important to recognize that things that are so natural for you can be terrifying to other people. And also, same goes with common sense. I think that in a room full of women, this is something we always experience, right? That common sense isn't so common. So just recognize that what you know isn't always known. And 3, share openly and often. So share what you learn, especially if you're just learning about it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you're the expert.
Right, and we have this joke about becoming an overnight expert. We're in an industry of overnight experts, right? But that's a real thing, because if you take people along the journey of learning with you, and share that journey, you are an expert. I mean, you're a deep expert if you can analyze and document what you're learning as you're learning it, as you're becoming an expert. So share that absolutely everywhere. And we have this whole fear about giving away the farm. I don't want to give away too much because then I'll have nothing to pay for. But I promise you, you're only scratching the surface. So share openly and often. 4, set an example. So we talk a lot about integrity, right? And to me, integrity means just doing what you say you're going to do. And God, that is so rare. That's so rare, especially in the marketing world.
Yep.
So just understand that people are watching, whether you think they are or not. And that's not something creepy or that you have to act a certain way or make sure that you're always on. But just understand that people see what you put on your blog and social media. They see how you do business, how you treat clients, how you get clients. So just understand that people are watching, and it's just going to make your life so much simpler and easier if you act with integrity, which to me just means doing what you say you're going to do. And the last thing is encourage other people to step up, especially women, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like we talked about, there are some amazing women in this room, and there are some amazing leaders in this room, but guess what? It's just us. We're it, right? So there's no cavalry coming. There's no great leader coming. It's us. So we need to step up and lead. So I would challenge you guys to encourage other people in your networks to step up as well, for their communities, for their jobs, for themselves, for their businesses. And that just means helping them recognize their unique value, and then helping them to share that openly and often and do business with integrity. And just step up and lead so that we can build this together.
Yes.